than the engine probably being completely bad and not having a clutch, it's probably not a horrible car, besides that it's an Alfa 164. So yeah, this is what happens on the other side of the oil. Yeah, that's not.
Oh my God!
I don't know what. It might be water and oil. It doesn't look like it's straight oil. But Howdy, welcome back to Addicted Motors YouTube channel. My name is Troy and we're back at Sports Car Workshops this morning. Now we're back here for one reason, and you know, if you watched my last video on the L322, which was pretty much a success from a sight unseen public auction purchase, dealer auction purchase, then you'll see the flip side today because we've got something right here on this keys that, let's tell you what happens when it doesn't work out so well. And you could say, yes, you should have seen this one coming, but we've gotten pretty lucky so far, and this time, well, we didn't get unlucky, but we definitely didn't get lucky. Maybe this is what happens. Maybe you shouldn't buy Italian cars at dealer auction. But we couldn't resist because we make bad choices, especially our friend Crazy Pete. And he demanded that I purchase this 1991 Alfa 164 for him in base spec from New Jersey, sight unseen, as is, no arbitration possible, and it's arrived. No, it's arrived after like 3 or 4 weeks because we bought it. Then we got an immediate email from the shipper saying they couldn't pick it up because the car doesn't run, it doesn't drive, and it has no clutch, which is not the condition that I thought that I was purchasing in, because I watched it drive across the block in running and driving condition. Now, I did spend about, 2 weeks trying to arbitrate, which is almost impossible for an old car that's listed as is with structural damage. But, my argument was it ran and drove. I saw it. What happened in the period between when I purchased it and when it left the auction line, and we don't know. We don't know. And that's just the unfortunate part and the risk of buying things sight unseen. They don't care. It's not enough money. I don't have enough volume. They've got bigger problems, bigger fish to fry. So it's just kind of up to me to deal with my purchase, which it sucks, right? Because you'd think there'd be some, even if it has this car, you think there'd be some repercussions or accountability for a car that was running and driving and then absolutely was completely broken afterwards. But let's move on. Let's check out this specific 164. So the upsides, I think it has very low mileage. I haven't even been in it. This is why I like to show you guys first look. Yeah, 58,000 miles, one owner car from New Jersey. And I see a lot of these actually, but most of them are quadrifolios, most of them are gray or red with the two-tone, kind of special body kit and whatnot. This one is a base model, still have the design by Pininfarina badges on it, but it's not, it's still the 3-liter Busso V6. This one's a 5-speed manual. It's got, it's got the fog light stuff on it, but it was pretty much a base model. It's got cloth velour seats, and it was kind of quirky and interesting as one owner's, low mileage. And we decided to go for it. Now, this particular platform was developed, and it had a few brothers and sisters with I think the Fiat Chroma, the Saab 9000, and one other one. I can't remember what it was. Oh, and the Lancia Thema. Now, the Alfa platform might be the prettiest version, and it's not a small car either. This is, it was, I think, kind of designed more forward towards the American market, so it's not very small, which is good and bad. And they drive nice. They're front wheel drive. That's really all I have to say about it. They were sold in the US for a little bit, and then Alfa left, and then they came back, and that's a whole nother story. But let's just check out this specific car. So, actually, I think it kind of looks better than I was anticipating. It's cool that it's a base model to me. I mean, these wheels need to go away, but it's actually, the paintwork isn't horrible. It doesn't have a sunroof, which is awesome. I'm sure it still has some leaks and whatnot, but it's a 91, and this is a good looking car. They just suffered on the launch from kind of consumer feedback and quality and reliability and all the issues that we love them for today. And there's really not a whole lot besides, you got a turn marker, but the valence there is intact. It's got tires on it. I mean, that just has to go. I didn't really look underneath, but I don't think it was horrible. I mean, it is an old car. We didn't pay that much money for it, but if you're gonna spend some money on a car, you might as well buy something interesting. And let's check out the inside. So, inside, again, it has low miles, and that's kind of confirmed. That's not an odometer issue or anything like that. The velour seats are in almost perfect condition. It's got this later model steering wheel that was even on some of the other Alphas of period. Cassette player. Look, this is boosted right out of a Chrysler van or a Town and Country or a Caravan or a Durango or something of period. With these awesome retro 80s aircon switches and whatnot. But seat super comfortable. You have that Alfa driving position, but you also have adjustable height steering wheel, a little tilt. All right, little tilt action. And yeah, manual transmission. Pretty cool. These Ferrari looking. Oh yeah, no clutch. No clutch. I wonder if it doesn't start with no clutch. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. So I'm thinking that what happened was just the stop and go from the auction, just being in line for that long, probably killed the clutch or the master or the slave or something. It has fluid in it, but it's kind of a bummer. Oh, I didn't see this. That's a bummer. Good luck finding that piece. I wonder if it's in the trunk or something. It's missing that console. Yeah, back seats are nice. Kind of smells like an old Honda Accord back here, honestly. But nothing crazy to report on the inside. The battery's completely dead, but let's pop the hood and see what's under there, if it's already popped probably. Oh, danger to manifold. There she is, the Busso V6, 6-cylinder, 3 liters, 210 horsepower, something like that. And there it is in all its glory, a beautiful, pretty engine that suffers from, I don't know, was it timing belt issues, heat-related issues from the kind of, proximity of various things that get hot to other electronic bits. I'm interested to see if there's any coolant in here. Yep, there's coolant in there, and it doesn't look like it's good. And it looks like there's some other stuff in there. And it looks like there's coolant and not coolant in there, and it looks kind of low. That is not a good sign. Oh, man. That wasn't part of the, like I said, sometimes you went, but look, you got a new rubber hose there, so that's pretty good. Where's the dip in my stick? Where would I stick my stick in? Okay. There's oil on it. Coolant kind of looked like it was oil too. So let's do the right thing. And let's put some power to it and see if it starts. God. Yeah, it might not even start with the clutch issue. Or it will. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Holy moly, that's a big old battery. A big old dead battery. Oh, that's probably the bits that we're missing. 1991 rebuilt left rear caliper. Oh, thank you, previous owner, sir. You shouldn't have. Okay, let's hook the jump box up. Alfa's from New Jersey. Alfa's from New Jersey. Oh, somebody leave the lights on? Oof. Well, the clutch is in. Not sure what's gonna happen here. Oh. Is that an oil? All right, low coolant. It's not great, but we know it is low coolant. There's your door alarm. It is running. I'm just worried. Just don't want it to. That doesn't do anything. Alternator looks like it's working. Nothing else seems to be working. It does have fuel. Yeah, that actually doesn't sound horrible. And it has oil, just not a lot of coolant. It also has mice. Oh boy. Okay. But yeah, booster. So we know it runs. It's not happy though. You're trying to tell me a $5,000 manual Alfa from the early 90s doesn't run well? Well, I'll start. I'll get your reaction.
Oh,
Here.
I need my headphones out for this.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of coolant in it. All right, let's I'll get your reaction.
Expect a bunch of rock.
It's really not that. That doesn't sound bad. Look into that coolant reservoir.
Pressurizing like a motherfucker.
I don't know.
It
Just
looks a little dark.
It looks a little dark in there.
Is that straight up oil?
Yeah, that's not.
Oh my god.
I don't know what. It might be water and oil. It doesn't look like straight oil, but it doesn't look. I don't do that. I feel like it's just like an oil coating. Unless that's like the sound of the timing belt stripping.
Dude, I wonder if that's
Clutch.
stop leak.
Oh.
Or head gasket.
Sounds okay though. Besides the fact that it doesn't run. It is crazy though, it doesn't have a check engine light. Oh, yeah. I love Alfa Romeos. This is how we roll. Again, other than the engine probably being completely bad and not having a clutch, it's probably not a horrible car besides it's an Alfa 164. So, yeah, this is what happens on the other side of the auto. And so the moral of this story is it's kind of also a good way to make around $4,500 evaporate into thin air. I think with shipping and taxes and everything, that car was around $4,800 or something like that. And if you can't really resolve the potential head gasket and clutch issues, which renders the car totally undrivable, at least you're left with an interesting car. Unfortunately, the interesting car is probably worth around $500 unless somebody wants to buy the interior. So that the fun, interesting project car has now become a real project car, and like the stock market, it's all of a sudden become a long-term project car. Not a bad thing. There's worse cars to have around, but it would have been fun to kind of jump in and tool around. So that's all I got for you. Please like and subscribe. Check out the rest of my videos, and if you're looking for something, give me a shout. Check out the podcast and follow us on Instagram. See ya.